Good evening and welcome to Bedroom Broadcast Summer Student Spotlight. Thank you all for supporting students on stage with us this evening.
I'm Natalia Courvoisier, the manager of Bedroom Broadcasts and one of your hosts for this evening. Live from my bedroom.
Live from my bedroom, I'm Chris Polio, one of the creative partners of this project.
And I'm Lennox Kamara, the artistic director of Bedroom Broadcast, also live from my kitchen. As our nation undergoes some sudden limitations, the need for theater lives on, so we bring to you our virtual stage.
As three proud MCPS theater alumni, we know how important it is to perform with your peers while in high school. Your cast and crew becomes your family, and there is nothing like the feeling of putting on a show that you've put your heart into as a community.
Educational theater has fed us to be the leaders we are today, so it's devastating to see the curtains close on so many productions in our area. As current theater students, we want to give these students a chance to perform before moving on to the next step on their theater journey.
Lastly, we encourage you to extend your love for youth in theater beyond joining us tonight. We are asking all of you who are able to donate to the Fund for College Auditions, which offers financial support and college guidance to acting and musical theater students with limited resources who want to audition for post-high school training programs.
And now we will have our guest speaker who found his way to success in educational theater.
Zachary Harris is a graduate of the University of Maryland, College Park, with degrees in theater and African American studies. He is also the co-founder and co-artistic director of Boundless Theater and the host of a new podcast called The Talkback. His focus in his postgraduate life is theater education and arts administration. Here are some words from Zachary Harris.
First of all, I hope that you and yours are doing well. In such a time as this, with protests and the pandemic, safety and health are always at the forefront of checking in, whether that be physically or emotionally. So just wanted to check in there. With this in mind, there has been a lot taken from theater artists over the recent months. Livelihoods have been seriously altered in such a short amount of time. If you would have asked me in February, January, that any of this, of what's happening now, was possible, I wouldn't have believed you. I think many of us wouldn't have believed that all of this would have been possible. So how do we respond? How do we come back from this? And do we come back from this? The honest answer, as honest as I can possibly be, I have absolutely no idea. I don't. However, in this time of being dark, there have been some really incredible developments theatrically, and in the art form. And during the time of COVID and the Black Lives Matter movement, the institution of theater has begun to shift as it should. While yes, these developments in a lot of situations are reactionary, this type of change and attention to the issues has been truly remarkable, and something that has not happened through my 26 years of living. First, we had the We See You White American Theater get published. It's a group and a list of demands created by BIPOC theater makers in New York. And they have thousands upon thousands of views, and it has become a very large thing. They created a 31-page list of demands for the institution of theater, which in most cases is very, very white. We had the Black Theater Coalition, funded by T. Oliver Reed, Warren Adams, and Reggie Van Lee, who married conversation and action when approaching their mission to remove the illusion of inclusion in theatrical spaces. We had a creative who is an absolute genius named Sis create the Next Generation Project, which is an organization distributing resources to Black and Brown trans folks in need. We also had the pilot program, a pilot program started by Jose Solis of Token Theater Friends to help the growth of BIPOC critics who are, aspiring critics. And I'm super lucky to be a part of this pilot program. And all of that is before I even mentioned the vast amount of accessible shows, workshops, Q&As, made possible by Zoom, right? All of these things have come during a time of extreme uncertainty by individuals who felt a spark, a flame, to impact their community. And yes, impact is a really broad term, what is impact? But here we have seen so much good come out of a situation that could have been really desolate and really could have been worse than it already is. As theater makers do, as artists do, they improvised, right? They, as the art form has for hundreds of years, made art in the face of uncertainty. And while many will joke that, hey, now's the time to write King Lear, as Shakespeare may have done during a major shutdown of theaters in the early 17th century, I had felt a burden, a really, really, really heavy burden to create something of epic proportions because of all of the time I had. But then I spoke to a mentor of mine who told me pretty plainly that if I put that kind of pressure on myself, I would be dousing my fire before it really even began. And that I'd be stifling my unique gift. So here is your reminder, yes, you, that you too have a unique gift, something that is truly only yours, your perspective, your artistry, your experience. While yes, it'd be cool to write the next Hamilton, don't pressure yourself to meet some level of success, but create for yourself. And in that same light, I realized that the importance of the lesson my mentor was attempting to instill in me is that it is so okay to just be. To just be. And with that in mind, I challenge you. Now, not challenge you in the sense of you have a deadline and you need to be able to do X amount of push-ups or whatever by this date, but I challenge you as only you can challenge yourself. Grow as only you can. There's no pressure. There's no deadline. Grow. Is that participating in these workshops? Is this reading a new play? Is it talking to friends about how you can impact your local community? Next is to create as only you can. If you think of a funny topic for TikTok, go for it, right? Not only should there be nothing stopping you, but there should not be a pressure to create something of epic proportions. The people that I mentioned that created these organizations being much higher on the difficulty spectrum, right, when it comes to creating, they did not have some type of, I have to do this. They created because they saw a need, and they had a need and a pang in their soul that made them feel so compelled. So create as only you can. And finally, prepare yourself as only you can. And I say prepare in the sense that we have no idea how long this is going to last. We've had a lot of stuff taken from us. Yes, there are some really, really amazing things being created in lieu of that. But you have to prepare for the long run and give yourself that space to heal, to grieve, to mourn, to be happy. You need, as I had to remind myself, that you have to be prepared for just about anything. especially in a time like this where the goalposts of when things can start back up again just keeps getting pushed back. And finally, remember that you are the only one with your power, with your unique gift. And whether that means you create Hamilton or something that doesn't ever actually leave your brain or your journal, it is uniquely yours, your power. And that's all that anyone can ever ask of you. So in the face of all that is happening, be kind to yourself. And I can't wait to see what happens when we're all able to congregate again.
Thank you, Zach, for inspiring the youth to still be vibrant artists through such challenging times. Now we will start our showcase with Ben and Christina performing an original dance. Recent graduates of Northwest High School, Ben will be going to St. Mary's College, while Christina will be going to University of Maryland College Park. Following them will be Adana Kwapong, a recent graduate from my former high school, Clarksburg High School. Adana will be attending the University of Maryland this fall. She is singing What Baking Can Do from Waitress the Musical.
Si te digo que te amo, que tu amor me tiene enfermo, te aproveché y con más ganas me das lo que quiero. Aunque te vendas como ángel, oficial tiene esos trucos, y es por eso que hace tiempo yo no duermo solo. Es que me enamoró, con su carita de inocente ya me enamoró. Es una diabla bien vestida, ya me enamoró. Hace todo lo que pide, ya me enamoró. Si te digo que te amo, que tu amor me tiene enfermo, te aproveché y con más ganas me das lo que quiero. Aunque te vendas como ángel, oficial tiene esos trucos, y es por eso que hace tiempo yo no duermo solo. Ya yo no duermo solo.
Y el barrio me convirtió en guerrero. Hoy en día viajo el mundo, ya casi lleno de mis radios. Millones de personas que siguen mi movimiento. Otros esperan que de la caiga, no creo, lo siento.
Un soldado callejero, ese soy yo. Haciendo mucho dinero, ese soy yo. Tú, ¿quién eres? Nadie sabe. Porque no lo haces como yo, no matas como yo.
Make it work, make it easy, make it clever, craft it into pieces, make it sweet, crimp the edges, or make it sour and serve with lemon wedges. Even doubt can be delicious, and it washes off of all the dirty dishes. When it's done, I can smile. It's on someone else's plate for a while. I'll place it on display, and then I'll send, serve my worries away. I can fix this, I can twist it into sugar, butter, covered pieces. Never mind what's underneath it, I've done it before. I'll bake me a door to help me get through. I'll learn that from you. Mama, it's amazing what baking can do. Make it up and surprise them. Tell them all my secrets, but disguise them so they So if it's even this, even now, even as the walls come tumbling down, even as I can't stop remembering how every door ever made we once walked out. Something I never got the chance to ask her about. So with flour on my hands, I'll show them all how goddamn happy I am. Sugar, butter, flour, don't let me down. Let's see the next amazing thing baking does now.
Thank you, Ben and Christina, for taking us to the dance floor. Also, Adana, thank you so much for sharing your voice with us. There's no doubt that your futures are filled with creativity. Next up, from my former high school, Watkins Mill, Kelly Mock will be singing Some Girls from Once on This Island. Kelly will be attending Montgomery College in the fall. Following him will be Anaya Rice, Hannah Nguyen, Jamie Shago, Melina Burgos, Christina Williams, and Leilani Myers, a couple of ladies from the a cappella group Choratones, singing The First Burn, a deleted song from Hamilton. And finally, my good friend and graduate Wolverine, Taylor Leonard, will be performing a monologue from Dog Sees God by Bert V. Royal. Enjoy. Taylor is a rising freshman at Pace University studying theater management. Thank you.
Some girls take hours to paint every perfect nail. Fragrant as flowers, all powdered and prim and pale. But you are as wild as that wind-blown tree, as dark and as deep as the midnight sea. While they're busy dressing, you lie here warm and bold. Some girls you picture, some you hold. Some girls take courses at all the best schools in France, riding their horses and learning their modern dance. They're clever and cultured and worldly wise, but you see the world through a child's wide eyes. While their dreams are grand ones, you want what's just in reach. Some girls you learn from, some you teach. But you are not small talk or shiny cars or mirrors or French cologne. You are the river, the moon, the stars. You're no one else I've known. Some girls take pleasure in buying a fine trousseau, counting each each treasure and tying each tiny ball. They fold up their futures with perfumed hands, while you face the future with no demands. Some girls expect things others think nothing of. Some girls you marry, some you love.
I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I saw you, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine.
Do you know what Angelica said when I told her what you'd done? She said, "You've married Icarus. He's flown too close to the sun." Don't take another step in my direction. I can't be trusted around you. Don't think you can talk your way into my arms, into my arms.
I'm burning the letters you wrote to me. You can stand over there if you want. I don't know who you are. I have so much to learn. I'm rereading your letters and watching them burn. I'm watching them burn. You published the letters she wrote to you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives.
Heaven forbid someone whisper he's part of some scheme.
Your enemy whispers,
So you have to scream.
I know about whispers.
See how you look at my sister. Don't.
I'm not naive.
I have seen women around you. Don't
Think I don't see how
they fall for your charms, all of your charms.
Searching my shirt from that narrative.
The future historians wonder how Liza reacted when you broke her heart. You're throwing it all away, stand back, watch it burn. Just watch it all burn. And when the time comes,
Explain to the children.
pain and embarrassment
You put their mother through.
When will you learn that they are your legacy? They are your legacy. If you thought you were mine, don't.
Metamorphosis, transformation, evolution, change. I am a teenage caterpillar. I know of these things. For soon, I'll spin a cocoon, and from the silk-like craft that I will create, a magnificent creature will emerge. No. Not a butterfly, for butterflies are a dime a dozen, destined to flit about for a day or so, then drop dead. or have its wings ripped off by a demented child, or have its body pinned to a piece of cheap foam core and matted underneath a cheap frame and hung in the bathroom of an elderly woman who reeks of Preparation H and Vicks Vapor Rub. This will not be my fate. This cannot be my fate. I will become a platypus. It's not impossible. It's just never been done before. It's only a matter of time, you see. If I stay in my cocoon longer, I'll change from a butterfly to a swallow, and then from a swallow to a duck, and then the duck to a platypus. It's just a matter of time. And time I have. I will wait to become a platypus. I will be an extraordinary creature.
Thank you so much to Kelly for such a heartfelt performance. And to all the ladies of First Burn, you sold that number with grace and killer vocals. So be sure to check out the Corntones YouTube channel. And Taylor, a multi-talented beauty, thank you for bringing us laughter. Taylor actually challenged herself with learning and performing this monologue in a day. So the next performer we have is Leah Niles, who will be singing Almost There from The Princess and the Frog. Graduating from Watkins Mill High School this past year, Leah will be attending Montgomery College this fall. Following her will be Alexa Givens, a student at Bethesda Chevy Chase High School, who will be singing a rendition of Daddy's Song or Daddy's Son from Ragtime. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, my name is Leah Niles, and today I will be singing Almost There from Princess and the Frog. I hope you enjoy. Mama, I don't have time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while. Ain't got time for messing around, and it's not my style. This old town can slow you down, people taking the easy way. But I know exactly where I'm going, we're getting closer and closer every day, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations, you know I've had my share, but there ain't nothing gonna stop me now, and I'm almost there. I remember Daddy told me fairy tales can come true. You gotta make them happen, it all depends on you. So I work real hard each and every day. Now things for sure are going my way. Just doing what I do. Look out boys, I'm coming through, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People gonna come here from everywhere, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Oh yeah, almost there. There's been trials and tribulations, you know I've had my share, but I've climbed the mountain, I've crossed the river, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Thanks.
well. Music from his hands could catch you like a spell. He could make you love him, for the tune was done. You have your daddy's hands. You are your daddy's son. Daddy didn't know that you were on your way. He had other ladies and other tunes.
If you guys could hold on for a brief moment, we're having some technical difficulties. Thank you. Please do hold still with us. We have one more performance for this evening. I would like to remind you guys to please donate to our foundation for the evening to support students who have limited resources to audition for post-high school training programs. The foundation is the Fund for College Auditions. Thank you. Please wait patiently.
Daddy didn't know that you were on your way. He had other ladies and other tunes to play. When he up and left me, I just up and run. Only thing in my head, you are your daddy's son. Couldn't hear no music, couldn't see no light. Mama, she was frightened, crazy from the fright. Tears without no comfort, screams without no sound. The darkness and pain, the anger and pain, the blood and the pain. I buried my heart in the ground, in the ground. When I buried you in the ground. Daddy played piano, but he's playing still. Mama can't forget him, don't suppose I will. God wants no excuses, I have only one. You have your daddy's hands. Forgive me. You are your daddy's son.
Just want to start off by saying, Leah and Alexa, you did that. But before we end off the night with our last performance, I want to thank everybody so much for attending our live stream and allowing each of our performing students an opportunity to perform and showcase their many talents. I also want to take a second and thank our peer Bayron for helping us execute our live stream with his amazing technical and editing skills. To end off the night, we will have one more performance from the group, the Quarantones. As a member of the Quarantones, our goal is to keep the spirit of theater and the performing arts alive during these hard times, as many productions close their curtains. The arts, as we know, are so important, so we wanted to give people an outlet and an opportunity to enjoy what they love so much about theater and the performing arts and the arts in general in the comfort of their own homes. Now, please enjoy this last performance of I Got You from the show Bring It On by the Quarantones.
We killed it and you know it. Don't need the gold to show it when you know it inside.
Hey girl, we got the people screaming just like we were dreaming. I know I'm satisfied. Hey girl,
Look how far we've come now. Before you couldn't stand me, now you think I'm alright.
hey girl,
Thought you were a spoiled rich, a hot little rich chick. Now I think you're just fine.
And 20 years is not a big old trophy that I'll miss, but I'll always smile when I remember this. I got you, I got you, to hang out when the day is through. Got no cash, got no wheels, but I know I'm feeling lucky for you. Got your hand in my hand, got your I know you got mine too. I got you,
like Pokemon and Pikachu, Ron and Hermione, baby we can freak you. I got you, like Biggie and Puffy,
like Oprah and Gail, Big Bird and Snuffy.
I got you, like Sam and Frodo, like Dorothy and Toto,
Not your drama, Quasimodo. Like Lucy and Ricky.
like Brad and Angelina.
We be holding court like Venus and Serena.
And since 20